Welcome to Off the Collar, powered by Arcos Golf. Produced in San Diego, California.
Welcome back to Season 3 of Off the Collar. I'm your host, Nick Johnson. We are doing it bigger and better than ever. Now partnered with Arcos Golf, the #1 stat tracker out there in all of golf. We are super thrilled to be able to do this with them. And we are doing it completely different than we have before. Everything now is going to be on course. We're going to be going through Arcos, showing you guys exactly how to use it so that you can be the best golfer you can be. This is also going to be your weekly reset for those listeners of mine that are not golfers but want something to be their entertainment for the week. You have come to the right place. Before I go too far, I do want to thank the sponsors of this podcast for the season. With Arcos, you can get 15% off putting in OTC15. Again, that's OTC, off the collar, 15 for 15% off their entire website. A few of my other sponsors, we got Factor Meals, the best ready-made meal out there. Really an awesome partnership that we started with them. We've been eating them for a while, and they've been gracious enough to help us along this journey. The first meal is going to be 50% off, and then the next 5 meals 20% off. Go ahead and hit that link in my bio. All of my partnerships are in there, so please be sure to click those links and go straight to those discount codes to get the best deals possible. The next Talkspace, how do I forget about them? The #1 platform for online therapy. They're gracious enough to give us $80 off your first session. Go ahead and use that code SPACE80, SPACE80, SPACE80 to get $80 off your first session. I've been doing therapy for a long time. I think it's very, very helpful. And this is really going to be about golf, wellness, everything that you can set your week off in the right space, Talkspace. I would definitely go try it. And then lastly, for all those that are on the move constantly like I am, Instacart has been very gracious to be a partner in this as well. Go ahead to hit that link in bio. They are going to give you free delivery on your first 3 orders. They're just awesome. You know, me and my now fiance, we are, that's happened pretty recently. Me and my now fiance are always on the go, and sometimes you just need somebody to help you out, and Instacart is there for you. So definitely thank them. Now, my studio looks totally different. We are going to be doing some on-course content for you guys, a little bit different. But at the start of every episode, what I'm going to do is a wellness check. I want everyone that listens to this to be able to start their week off in the right sense. These are going to be coming out every Monday. So we're going to start out at the top of every episode with 3 things that you are grateful for. This might sound silly, but taking this time for yourself is really going to set you off in the right space for the next week, for your future, for everything there is to get yourself really moving in the right direction. So 3 gratitudes to start off every episode. We're also going to be doing a breathing exercise that I will change it up here every now and again. These are intended for you guys to do throughout the entire episode. The episodes are going to be 30 minutes, so take this time for yourself. That we're going to, you know, get your stress levels down, get everything relaxed, get everything going the way you want it to go. So 3 things I am grateful for. I'm grateful for this lovely, amazing facility that you're going to see a lot of the content on. This is La Jolla Country Club. I grew up here. For those of you that don't know me, 33 years old. The reason we are starting this podcast again is I am going to try to get back onto the professional circuit. So anything you guys want to help with, that link is in my bio as well. Really, anything helps. We're trying to, push our way back to playing some professional golf again. I got my amateur status back a few years ago, and playing some good golf, and just with Arcos, every partner we have, we want to make this push. So anything you guys want to do to help, really appreciate it. So really grateful for this area that we have to be able to do this, create this content for you guys. The other thing I'm grateful for, just the life that we've been able to create with my fiance and I. We got engaged 2 days ago, so pretty amazing. Still, all of the feelings and everything that lead into that, it's an amazing thing, and she has been a wonder in my life, so I'm very grateful for that. And then I'm just grateful, I want to make sure that you guys understand being grateful doesn't mean that you have to be grateful for all the good things. You got to be grateful for the bad, because that makes the good things even better. So I'm grateful for the struggles that I've had over the last few years. Not everything has been rainbows and butterflies, but they've all given me a pathway to being a better human, to being more human. And that's really ultimately what I want to show you guys, be a part of, is we only have one chance at this, right? So, I want this to be not only my journey, but your journey as well. So, we're just gonna go over a few little things. I'm here on our short game area. Give you guys a few little tidbits to kind of take home, and this is just the trailer. So new episodes are coming out in next week, I think, at this point. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna be doing some encore stuff. We're gonna be doing some stuff where I dive into Arcos and you guys can look at your own data. We're gonna be doing some interviews. We're gonna do it all because why not? It's fun and I love doing it, so we're doing it again. So a few things that I've kind of been focusing on lately. Timing, tempo is a big factor when it comes to being consistent in golf. So when you guys are out here practicing, I would definitely suggest a few things to start out. One, get yourself some good balls, some good quality golf balls. I usually will play with a Callaway Chrome Tour X. So if you have some beater balls that you play with constantly, leave 4 or 5 of them in your bag when you go practice. Not everyone has access to an amazing facility like this. So I would definitely recommend doing that, because you're gonna get the reaction that you usually will get on the course. That's a big thing. So if you can emulate that, that's a huge bonus. The other thing is you wanna make the backswing and follow through the same distance on pretty much every shot. And I think this is just a good base value. You're not always gonna have a perfect lie, but if you can find a good foundation, that's really what you want to get started. So a few things too that I've been kind of focusing on is where I'm standing to the ball. Am I too close? Am I too far? That kind of thing. And figuring out where it feels like I'm making contact. Because a few things that I've noticed in my game, the further I stay away from the ball, the more the heel of the club will dig into the ground, and the more I will kind of hit it on the toe. Now, it's not always a bad thing. I just want to be able to recognize it. So if I'm mishitting it, can I adjust while I'm on the course? The other thing is, if I am creating a tempo, I want to be able to think of that while I'm playing and just focus on that. Because really, ultimately, that's all you can control, is the tempo and temperament that you're creating to throw the club into the ball. So one thing I've been focusing on, and you can get a very easy little metronome app, is a metronome that goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And try to feel where the bottom of the club is touching the ground. That's really a big key. Because then you're going to be able to basically control that throughout the entire swing. 1, 2. And I'm trying to make sure that when I'm emulating my practice swings, it feels like it's supposed to. And I really reiterate this, like when you guys are learning and on the golf course, if you don't feel comfortable with your practice swings, keep going until you do. There's, obviously you want to keep pace of play up, but you also want to hit a quality golf shot. So a few things too, just on basics, is I am pretty much on my left side. I have my, if this is a straight line, I have my toes pointed probably at a 20-degree angle to that, because I want everything to go this way. A lot of amateurs get in trouble because when they go into the ball, they kind of try to help it and they go back like this, and you get a lot of issues. I was helping my mom out the other day, and she had the same problem. She would try to help it up, which gets your spine out of whack, gets everything just kind of out of whack. So what I would recommend is trying to feel like you're pressing the ball of your left foot into the ground. That'll just keep you very much on top of the ball and very stable. Like, I'll let it come back a little bit, but very rarely. Now I want to play around with this new little toy I got, but I just realized I forgot to do the breathing exercise. So we'll be doing this obviously in the full videos, but a good breathing exercise for you guys to try at home after you watch this is breathe in through your nose as much as you can. So hold it for 4 seconds and breathe out through your mouth as slowly as you can. Now, this is a little bit of an addition you can throw in, but it helps give you a rhythm and actually helps you relax even more. So when you breathe in through your nose, you actually want the tongue in your tongue to touch the roof of your mouth. So breathe in with the tongue to the roof of your mouth, and as you exhale out, relax your tongue out. So inhale and relax out. And you just keep doing that over time. Do it for the entire 30 minutes of this episode, and you'll feel so much better and be ready to do whatever you have to do for this entire week. Try it at home a little bit here now, and I'll give you some more exercises as we get through. But last thing I'm going to go through, I have not even hit this yet today. So I made this a little device, actually for my mom and my dad, to learn how to chip without using their hands. So it's basically a arm lock wedge. So that it's, I think, 40 inches, maybe 38. I have basically a putter grip, and I'm trying to make sure that this is touching my forearm. And this could go any which way because I have not actually tried this. But essentially, I don't want, on chipping, like pitch shots around 20 to 40 yards, you might want a little bit of that, but I essentially don't want the angle of the shaft to go back that way. I want it to stay ahead of the ball. So, without further ado, pretty good. And you can feel the feedback pretty much right away. Like, I kind of felt the grip go back that way. So it gives you a little bit of feedback on what you're doing. And I think it's just another, I'm all about foundation. If you can create a good foundation, it's really going to help you out when you're out there playing. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to go over, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. Anywhere you want, I will help. Even if it's not golf related, I'll try to help you guys as much as I can. But thank you guys for tuning in. We will get going with the new episodes here in a few days. All right, see ya.
This has been Off the Collar. Be sure to follow and subscribe.